Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel Evolve with Monette. I am a professional intuitive empath for those of you that are new here, and for those of you that are regulars, day ones, you know that I am on location. I've been traveling down the coast of Florida as I attended to, actually had to take a test. I'm back in school, like God is funny, and I was in Vero, and my business manager came in, and we've been kind of heading down the coast, and we've met up with family, and we're at an Airbnb, what I am describing as the perfect beach bungalow. It's really nice. So while everybody's down for naps after lunch, what I am doing is coming out here. I was guided to come do a quick reading for you today. So let's see what we're getting into before the day ends. I only have time for a short one today, guys, which is okay. Sometimes there is, what do they say? There is brevity, there is wit. Brevity is the soul. Wit, no, brevity. Brevity is the soul of wit. I can't even edit my quick punchlines. All right, guys. So let's talk about some things that are coming up for you as we move into just this next week, okay? I wanted to take a quick look. All right, angels, give us some energy for this. I've got to hurry here because we are heading out to an evening cruise on the river to see the lights in St. Augustine, because now we're in St. Augustine. All right, so let's talk about this, some powerful stuff. The realization as you move through the week of some major endings with the world and the moon. And with the moon here, let's talk about what it says. Paying attention to your intuition is going to be highly needed this week, as this is a time to move ahead confidently. I love it, because the world sometimes deals with graduation and celebration, pomp and circumstance. That's what I associate the world with. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. So we're moving ahead, and we need to be open to new possibilities in all areas of our life. The next thing that came up is the key. All right. And new beginnings, directions, adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Major endings and new beginnings with the world. Let me set the cards aside. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm seeing the story. Oh my gosh. Guys, I can't even take it. Oh my God. This is so good. Okay. For some of you guys, some magical stuff is happening, okay? Let's get into it. Ooh, which one did I get first? The key. The key, new beginnings and directions and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. So that's something that's coming up for you. The next thing is the cracker. Positive energy surrounds you. Love and joy and good fortune await, okay? This is fantastic as well. Oh, if you guys are not British, I was raised West Indian, so that's a British colonialized island. In any case, this is part of a Christmas or holiday celebration. It is not a racial slur. What they do is you pull each end apart and it makes a pop like a crack. It cracks like a firecracker, and inside there are little treats and goodies, and the really swanky ones have like nail clippers and little neat things, like actual things you can keep, and then sometimes garbage. But it's fun, and it's served with dinner, Christmas dinner, and whatever. If you are British here and you're watching, please comment below and correct me if I got that off a bit. All right, the next thing that comes up here is marriage. This is interesting to me. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. I think that this is also about what you're attracting to yourself and how you're feeling about yourself. We're going to pull some clarifying cards too and take a quick look at it. But I do feel like this is about maybe even business partnership, or kind of marrying your divine feminine with your divine masculine. If you're single and you're like, well, I'm not getting married, or if you're married already, you're like, what are you talking about? Let's talk about the very nuanced ways that we can marry a thing. And so the thing that I think, and I heard clearly, is a healthy merging of your soul and energy and spirit together. So you are feeling yourself, you are grounded, you're making wise decisions, you're not being a pushover or a doormat. If you're a woman here or a man here who finds himself apologizing or tripping over themselves, you're coming into a place where you're standing in your power and you're not profusively apologetic. You are 100% moving forward, but also being receptive. So there's a yin and yang balance. The next thing is a chariot. Charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focused. And then the next thing is unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Oh, divine feminines, my channel's for you. I love this message so much. You know, I had someone in the comments tell me that they didn't like something that I had posted because it wasn't just pertaining to a birth chart. And I left the comment up, so if you saw it, you saw it. But I thought, and I told her, I said, it's for the 20 people that liked the video, that needed to hear what was in that video. The video, I told that nice lady, was not for her. I said it was for you. I am healthcare, self-care, self-help, and all that jazz regarding loving your soul and renewing you and replenishing you. So when I get a card as beautiful as this combined with these other amazing cards that literally popped out, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, hope, you radiate and attract great love. I'm grateful for the divine feminines that are here healing, and I know that you're radiating this in the world right now. And you know I know because we have the star as the last card. There's one more, but it's a cool message, I think. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. And y'all, a little bit of foreshadowing. I'm going to be on the water tonight, and this is the starlight sparkling off the water. So this message I personally receive. Yeah, hard times are over. Let's get back to fun and to expansion and to connections. That's what this reading is about. You guys are connecting. But all of that good does not come without a bit of warning as we move into our week. The coffin inverted. Let's talk about it. Natural endings abound. Take care with your health. Because it's upside down, that indicates to me that some of you will be having people try to come back into your life. And even if they don't actually matriculate back in, they very much would like to. When I see the coffin upside down, I think of Lazarus in the Bible, who was raised from the dead. They'd like to pull a Lazarus. So I want you to be very careful and to guard your energy. You know how they said take care with your health on that card? That is literally what you are to do. You are to take care of your health. Excuse me. So I'm going to pull one moon phase card for you and one archetype card. And maybe we'll clarify with a couple of tarot. So these are my moon phase cards. It's a beautiful, not full moon tonight, but it's still gorgeous, and I think it will dance on the water. I'm dropping them. I'm dropping them. Oh my gosh. They want you to know it's ending. Its conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So this is truly a beautiful time for you guys of celebration and of releasing. We're going to pull a couple archetype cards from Carolyn Mace. I love these cards. These are such powerful. They gave me two right away that literally flipped out like a fish upside down. So let's see here. Okay. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. My angels are good. Mediator and rescuer. Divine feminine. Didn't I just say this channel is for you? Divine feminine. Is this not us? Divine feminine. Is this not what we do? Do we not do this? Do we not do this? We do this. Let's talk about it. Rescuer. The light attributes are: provide strength and support to others in a crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. The shadow attribute assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. They are in our business tonight. It came out upside down. Remember I showed you that. And I usually with these do not read reversals, but I think this one's super important because what they're saying is it's time to do away with, remember what they said, conclusions are within end. So they're saying it's time to do away with assuming that the rescued one will reciprocate and stop enabling and keeping someone that's codependent on you. And also it keeps them needy in a place where they cannot do for themselves. We love to be of service. It is quite literally why we've incarnated and got some of the toughest lessons on the planet, if you ask me. But what I will tell you is that in order for you to move into this beautiful new unions, you have to have healthy boundaries with people. There has to be in a way that you understand how each other's love languages. But beyond that, remember who I said was trying to come back? Lazarus, pulling a kind of a rebrand, a remix. Your Lazarus might remix themselves and come back and be like, I'm different. I'm not needy. I don't want to be enabled. But that's a lie. The lie detector says that is a lie. And what your angels are doing here is cautioning you to make sure that you don't find yourself in the siren's call of lust, a passion, or desire, or familiarity. Okay, what I want you to remember about that familiarity that you may have romanticized in the separation is that it breeds contempt. Yeah, let's not forget that. On to rescuer. Provide strength and support to others in a crisis out of... Okay, we read that. Excuse me. Mediator. The gift of negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional lives, respect for both sides of an argument. The shadow is negotiating with an ulterior motive or a hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. I'm going to go real quick back to the shadow on this. Assumes that the rescued will reciprocate. They said to go back. They said... A lot of us gave unendingly to someone that never planned to give back to us. And we just assumed that because we do the right thing and we have a conscience and we're conscientious and we're thoughtful and that someone would be that way with us. And that is not how people are, and that is not how they were. So what they're saying is you need to take responsibility to ascertain or discern if someone has the capacity to be equally giving and taking, if you will receive an ROI, if you will get that return on your investment. Now, you can't go into a situation expecting that or assuming that their moral compass will be the same as yours, because it will not be. And as you've seen with your divine masculines or your karmic soulmates or whatever, you see that it did not go that way. Even with besties, even with people in your family, you see that it did not go that way. So they said this is one of the things that we are going to put in the coffin the right way, is the assumption that whoever we help and save will appreciate us, because I think a lot of us suffered whiplash when we realized how quickly the person we rescued and saved would kick us in the face. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That for a lot of us was a great ego bruise, because it was like, but I pulled you out of it for far, and we got all dramatic. I know I did. And then my angels were like, but B, who told you to help this sorry, crazy person who never wanted your help and never asked for it? Just because you gave it didn't mean they wanted it, and it doesn't mean they had to be grateful for it. People are people, and they will people. And in order for you to be on your journey, you have to leave those people in the dust. Anyway, moving on. Back to the shadow side of mediator. Negotiating with the ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. This is what we do when we're in love addictions. We're like, well, if I give them whatever of this, or this, then clearly they'll love me back. And a lot of us that were, let's talk about it, have had love addictions. And that's really what's been going on here. That's codependency, another word for that. All right, guys? So they're saying this is over as we move into these new unions and new connections and new timelines and new lessons and new travel. What we're going to do is remove ourselves from the codependent energies of people who did not want to really be with us, because the truth, mamas, is that we weren't being with ourselves. We were overly giving. Relationships are so much better when they're reciprocal, when someone is giving back. Y'all get into it. All right, 2 cards here on as we wrap up, because it's getting dark. You guys can't tell, but around me I've got it's getting dark, and I'm seeing people stirring behind me here. So let's see. All right. Oh my, I love when they do it. Didn't I talk about us balancing our yin and yang, the marriage of divine feminine and divine masculine? I can't even take how good it is. I didn't plan it. I love when they do it. The Empress and the King of Cups. The King of Cups is divine masculine personified. In that, there is an emperor, which would be technically the counterpart to the Empress. But the Emperor has a tyrannical streak, is very strategic, can be bossy. The There are other kings. The King of Swords, very cold, not communicative. The perfect and ideal divine masculine is someone who looks at you like this. You know how they say, get you someone, to guys, like, get you someone that capes for you the way that people cape for LeBron or whatever. Like, this is the energy. This is that loving, benevolent. This is someone who is connected to his emotions as his feet are grounded in the water. He is grounded in his emotions. This is someone who is able to give, but still protect with that trident that is very razor sharp. Someone who's playful and fun. If you're looking for a partnership, someone who's sexual and fun, as dolphins are the only one of the few mammals anyway that we've documented that have sex for pleasure, not just for procreation. So this is talking about a healthy relationship if you're calling that in, but if you're integrating, what we're dealing with is the Empress. The Empress here is the person. It's the Queen of Cups would technically be the counterpart to the King, but I love the mix that they did here because this speaks to a further balance. And what this speaks to me with this Empress is that you don't get to this place. She is green for a lot of reasons. One of them, though, has to do with heart chakra. That's the color associated with that, as well as healing, which is associated with Angel Raphael, the color green. Also, we know it to be envy. So in order for you to become an Empress, in order for you to be a high priestess, in order for you to inhabit divine feminine, you have been through a trial that caused you to access your shadow side, that caused you to not be your most beautiful. And there is a duality that exists in us all. While this green is healing and heart, it's also envy, ego, and pride. And they're saying an Empress becomes that way because she's done battle. She has been betrayed. She has done things that were tough. She's past being the Queen of Swords that just cuts you off. Now she's weighing things and she's even. She's balanced. She's integrated her divine masculine with her divine feminine. And she's not a doormat. And she doesn't chase. That is another video coming up. The Empress does not chase. Runner-chaser dynamics don't happen. They won't be juggled. They will not be competed with. If you're not choosing the Empress, you didn't choose. And if you didn't choose the Empress the first time, you didn't choose. And then the Empress chooses for you. The Empress only looks back. You know how you look back at it? Y'all look back at it. Y'all know when you look back at it. When you look back at it, if your divine masculine or your divine partner is doing their thug thizzle and handling their business, you say, are you coming, babe? You know what I'm saying. Are you coming, babe? But you're not going to get them because you're busy. You have business. You have enterprise. You have other things to take care of and protect. You have investments. Are you coming, babe? Maybe ask once. And maybe you never open your mouth. You just give them the look. But if you're in this balance, this whole message has been about coming into union. So for some of you, this is a relationship. But for some of us, and I'm part of that us, this is just about coming into myself. And it's delightful. It's delightful. All right, guys. I'm so glad to share some energy with you tonight. I have to go get changed. My chariot of water awaits. And I shall be whisked off into the lights. I will have some videos up about that. Maybe a quick little message if it comes through. You know I love you guys. Take care of yourselves this week, Divine Feminines. Love on yourselves. Do something pampering for yourself. Eat something delicious. Work out extra hard. Sweat a lot. And be still and know that God is God. The universe has your back. Your angels and ancestors adore you. You're being communicated with at all times. You're on your path, and I'm proud of you. Anyway, guys, come back and join me next time, and we'll continue to evolve together.